The era of online dating has transformed the world of romance, courtship, and marriage, and it's led to what you might call a very different kind of marketplace. With Valentine's Day approaching, we wanted to look at it through the unique lens of our economics correspondent, Paul Solman, part of our ongoing reporting, Making Sense, which airs every Thursday on the NewsHour.
Facebook software engineer Mike O'Byrne, 23, a.k.a. Seriously Online, had been looking for a date since moving to New York 4 months ago.
It was really my brother's urgings who told me I needed to start going out and dating people.
Ad agency art director Priyanka Poolijal, 25, also new to New York. Her love handle, BRB Eating Cupcake. The BRB is web speak for Be Right Back.
I think you have to meet a lot of different people to first understand what you want. And I think once you understand what you want, you have a lot of different options.
So what did they want? Each other?
Hi. Nice to meet you.
The other day, they agreed to let us record their very first date.
Do you guys mind leaving now?
Okay, we will BRB. But while we give our daters some time alone, let's check in with their online matchmaker, OkCupid. Founded a decade ago by 4 Harvard math majors, the site is now owned by IAC, the same media conglomerate that runs Match.com, which charges a monthly fee, and the mobile app Tinder.
Between OkCupid, Tinder, Match, we'll sign up easily over 30 million people this year alone.
OkCupid co-founder and president Christian Rudder has plenty of competition outside the IAC tent as well. eHarmony is big. But niche sites are trending for Jews, Christians, farmers, sea captains, mimes, the gluten-free, the incarcerated, the unhappily married, and of course, accompanied by Mozart.
Welcome to Personals.com. As a fellow cat owner, I know how finicky we are.
But no matter how finicky, you're better off with more than less.
Imagine a mixer with 3 people. That would be a pretty rough hour if you lasted even that long there. But OkCupid, metaphorically speaking, is a mixer with 4 million people.
In the language of economics, the study of maximizing human welfare, this is what's known as a thick market.
Where would you rather buy a pair of pants? At the Mall of America or on the streets of a small town in Oklahoma?
Economist Paul Solman has actually written a book. Everything I ever needed to know about economics, I learned from online dating, based on his own adventures looking for love.
So I found myself back on the dating market in the fall of 2010, and immediately, as an economist, I saw that this was a market like so many others.
Well, not any old market, like the one for pants. This is a market for what economists call differentiated goods.
No 2 potential life partners are the same. Every single one of them is different. From an economics perspective, searching for a partner is just cost-benefit analysis. This isn't funny. This is economics.
And that analysis includes, in the lingo of economics, search costs.
It takes time and effort to find your mate. You have to set up your dating profile. You have to go on a lot of dates that don't go anywhere. These frictions, the time spent looking for a mate, lead to loneliness, or as I like to say, romantic unemployment.
Solman found himself romantically unemployed when he first took the online dating plunge, as it happens on OkCupid, and had written separated on his profile. But at least he didn't say he was actually unemployed, or drug happy, or a glutton. Even bigger turnoffs. Those are among the tidbits gleaned from the millions of responses in OkCupid's database, shared by Christian Rudder in his book Dataclysm. Not that all are exactly shockers.
When people come to a dating site, all they look at is the pictures for the most part.
Beneath the sidewalks of New York, Erica Christensen hawks an arguably more discriminating approach.
You're very handsome. Single by any chance? If you find yourself single, a matchmaker.
Yes, a real live matchmaker whose turf happens to be the subway.
You're very handsome.
The days leading up to Valentine's Day are the busiest of the year for this Hello Dolly of the L train. At the moment, looking for lasting love, on behalf of two 30-something female professionals.
What we're dealing with is the biological clock, and these women want the 35 to 45-year-old man quick. They want him yesterday.
So you mean that you're sizing up these guys as
potential baby daddies, that's right.
Since time is money, clients are willing to pay a couple of grand or more, sometimes much more. OkCupid, by contrast, is free. But to Christensen, you get what you pay for.
I think online dating is great, but it's basically humans as commodities.
There's another objection to online dating as well.
OkCupid, by making a huge universe of people available to you at any minute, doesn't that work against a rational decision about whether to invest in the relationship you have?
Writer R.D. Rosen, who's used online dating, is working on a book about how courtship is evolving.
There's an enormously addictive quality to online dating that has never existed before in the culture. You want to keep going back because you think you're going to hit the jackpot eventually.
Rudder doesn't deny it.
And whether you're gay or straight, we're constantly showing you people. There might be someone better looking or who has a cooler profile or whatever it is just right around the corner always.
To Paul Oyer, though, a surfeit choice is just another search cost, for which economists have a fairly simple solution.
What you need to do is you need to settle, to say, I have somebody who's good enough. People hate it when we say that, but it's the way a rational economist would think about it.
But wait a minute. After my first date with my now wife, I knew she was the one for me. We've now been married for 30 years.
The perfect one for you does not exist. But there's a very important idea in labor economics called firm-specific human capital. And that is, as you work at a company for a longer time, you have certain skills that are valuable at that company and not elsewhere. Well, you've built up something we'll call marriage-specific human capital. You've developed your life around your wife such that she probably is the best match for you at this point.
Meanwhile, our daters have to get back to their jobs. So, how did it go?
So we both found out that we had like way more in common than we expected.
I felt like we really connected about a lot of different things.
I'll probably email her later.
And so, for the PBS NewsHour, this is economics correspondent Paul Solman wishing seriously, BRB eating cupcake, and all of you, online and off, a welfare-maximizing Valentine's Day.